Hi, this is TJR, and several years ago, in fact more than several years ago, I purchased this Fender Silverface Vibrolux Reverb amp from a private seller. I had no idea how old it was. I don't think the seller did either. I was just looking for a good, clean, toned Fender amp that I could then put foot pedals in front of and contour the sound. I used this amp professionally for a number of years, and for an even longer period of years, this amplifier has just simply sat in storage with its amp cover over it. And it's only been until recently that I've done a little bit of research on it to try to find out exactly how old this amp is. Now, if you go to the Fender website, you will find out that they have some information there on how to date your amplifier. And they mention amplifiers that were made after 1950, but before 1970, may have what is called a tube location sticker. This sticker is a chart that shows the types of tube types used and the order of their physical location in the amplifier, and may be rubber stamped with a 2-letter date codes that denote the year and then the month. Production. Now, my amplifier did show one of these stickers, but unfortunately, before I ever owned it, someone tore it off, and you can see the remains of it here in this picture if you take a look. So I was unable to date my amplifier using that particular reference material, but I was still fairly well convinced that I might have an amp here of some vintage. So getting back to the Fender website, I also found out that you can date a Fender amplifier, and this includes Silverface and Blackface amps, using the transformer codes. Now, these transformer codes, from what I've read here on Fender's website, always begin with EIA 606 and are then followed by 3 or 4 digits in various combinations. The first digit refers to the year, so a 7 would mean 1967. And then if 4 digits are present, the first 2 digits refer to the year. 66 would mean 1966. And the last 2 digits would refer to the week of the year. And so looking at mine here, you can clearly see that it says EIA quite clearly, and then it is of course the 606, which they all have, and then you can quite clearly see it says 638. Okay, 3 digits. So the 6 stands for the year 1966, and so that would so that dates the year, and then the 38 should be the month, the week of the year. So the 38th week of the year, which I think puts you in September. And you can take a look at that. It's the picture on the picture right here. So I feel fairly confident, based on what I've read on Fender's website, that this is a 1966 Fender Silverface Vibrolux Reverb amp. It has 2 10-inch speakers. And now that I figured out the year, I'd like to get it appraised. And if anybody watching this can help point me in the right direction, I'd appreciate it. And I'm going to give a little video tour now of the amplifier. Here again is the transformer code, some video. And here is some video of that sticker I talked about, the tube location sticker, or what remains of it on this amplifier that I have. Now, here is a look at the back panel, and you can see the back switches here and the various plugins here. There's a plugin for the reverb pedal and also the vibrato pedal. There you go. And so we'll go ahead and take a look down here at the speakers. As far as I know, these are the original speakers. These came with it when I got it. These blue stickered speakers here. I've done nothing to change them. The only modification I ever made was I replaced the tubes because they had gotten old and had burnt out. And I replaced them with these Mesa Boogie tubes that you see here. And that was really it. Otherwise, these are all original parts as far as I know from when I bought it. The person that I bought it from didn't know much about it himself. He just sold it to me and couldn't really tell much about how old it was or anything, but he just wanted to get rid of it, and I wanted to buy a good, clean sounding Fender amp. Now, I don't know how well you can see it here, but as we come down, we saw some of the pouch for the reverb. Now, this little cable here is sticking out of what is the vibrato pedal plug-in. There's no pedal attached to it. The original pedal is not there. This cable was just put in there to kind of turn off the vibrato so I could use that channel because that channel had the reverb, and that's why that's in there. So here is the front of the amplifier. Here's the front controls right here. I'll go a little slower, sorry about that. There's the front controls. And here's the top Tolex. There's a little tear right here, a little marking right there. Let's see here. This is the original handle here, right there. Here's the other end of it, like so. Let's go to the front here and take a look at the rest of the Tolex here, the Silverface part of it. There's the bottom. There we go. And we're going to go up, and we're going to go down, across. And there's a close-up of the Fender logo. And there you go. Vibrolux Reverb amplifier. 1966 we're dating this at, based on the information provided by Fender's website. Okay, so right now we have the amp turned on, plugged in. You can see that it's on. We've got it off of standby. We've got it hooked up. We're going to let you hear it now. And so there you go. And I am looking to get this amplifier appraised. If anybody out there can help me with that or recommend anybody, I'd appreciate it. I will also be looking to sell this amplifier. So if you're a collector, let me know. And so I've made this video just to help anybody that might be able to help me appraise it, and anybody who might be interested in purchasing it from me as well. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel.